In this video, we're going to look at buses. So, what is a bus? Well, a bus is a wire used to transmit data. Buses are used to connect the processor to various input and output controllers that are being used by the computer. They're also used to connect to other internal components too. There are three types of buses that you should know about: the data bus, address bus, and control bus. Let's look at these in a little more detail now. As the name suggests, a data bus is used to carry the instructions and data between the processor and memory while programs are running. Data buses carry data back and forth from memory to the processor and input-output controllers. Now, because the data travels in both directions, we call this bidirectional. The address bus carries the location in memory of the data the CPU is fetching. As the address is just needed to fetch the location in memory, address information does not need to travel back from memory to CPU. So for this reason, the address bus only sends signals in one direction. Finally, we have the control bus. There's a lot of data flowing in and around the CPU. The job of the control bus is to ensure that the correct data is traveling to the right place at the right time. A range of control signals are sent via the control bus to make this happen. As an example, the control bus determines the direction data would flow along a data bus. It will then also be used to indicate what would happen with this data when it arrives. So an input-output controller, the control bus would send a signal to determine whether data is read or written. Your computer will be able to connect to input and output devices like these via input-output ports, which are usually USB ports. Data buses are used to carry data between the processor and its input and output devices. Controllers handle the data flowing between the processor and the device. Each device has its own controller, and the main purpose of the controller is to translate signals from the device into the format required by the processor. And that's everything you need to know about buses.